Hey you guys, what's going on? It's Teenage Knight, and today I am here to start my Philadelphia Eagles Connected franchise. And they still have not added the first round pick for Sam Bradford or the fourth round pick for Eric Rowe. So what I have done is I created our coach, which is going to be Charles Rice. I don't know if any of you guys remember him from my Oklahoma dynasty, but he was like our star middle linebacker in I think seasons 5 and 6. But I went ahead and took over Robert Kraft and Ziggy Wilf. Is that how you say his name? But anyway, I'm going to force these trades. So I went ahead and added Sam Bradford back to the roster and also Eric Rowe. So what we're going to do right now is head over to Trade Center, manual trade, and we're going to get Sam Bradford and Eric Rowe off the team. This is pretty much the only way that I'm seeing right now in order to get these picks. So let's trade with the Vikings and give us your first round this year and I believe your fourth round next year. Yeah, that sounds right. So we'll just do that. First round this year, fourth round next year. That fourth round is actually a conditional pick, and if the Vikings make it to the Super Bowl, we get like a second round pick. Let me double check that this is actually the trade. Okay, so yeah, after looking it up, this is the correct trade, a 2018 fourth round pick, and I'm not going to make it the conditional pick. It's just first and fourth. So we'll do that, and the trade offer was accepted. I didn't even need to, double check that. Okay, whatever. Anyway, let's head to cornerback now, and let's ship Eric Rowe off. Was it a fourth rounder this year? I believe it was. We'll just make it a fourth rounder for this year. Which one was it? You've got to be kidding me. Does that really matter? Give me just a second. Okay, so it was actually for a 2018 fourth round pick. So really not an option here. I guess we'll just go with that. And trade. It says trade offer was accepted, but don't I have to go... I think I need to switch over to the other guys and accept that. So now let's switch over to Robert Kraft. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to retire as these two. I did the owner because I don't know if retiring the coach will actually affect the team or not. I guess the trade was just accepted. Like, because I controlled both teams, I guess I can just trade whatever I want. So, yep, Sam Bradford is on the Vikings, and I'm actually going to go ahead and edit his number, just because that's going to bug me if it's not number 8 like real life. Because we should actually get to play the Vikings this year. So, we'll save changes Sam Bradford, and now we can go back and do a team recap of our stuff. Okay, so now those two coaches are officially retired, or those two owners are officially retired, and we are only left with Charles Rice. So let's go ahead and head to the depth chart and do a quick overview of this team. First off at quarterback, we have Carson Wentz, who is definitely going to be the starter. His ratings are far better than Chase Daniel. I will bring in probably 2 other quarterbacks to compete for that either third string spot or a practice squad spot. Since we have a practice squad now in the game, I may not carry 3 quarterbacks every week, just because I highly doubt I'll have to get down to that third string quarterback. And if we do, we're just going to be running the ball anyway. So now at running back, we have Ryan Matthews, followed by Darren Sproles, Kenyon Barner, and rookie Wendell Smallwood out of West Virginia. Pretty much preseason, Ryan Matthews will be getting the majority of the carries. His ratings are better than any of the other ones, especially his carrying. Well, I guess Sproles is better at carrying, but Kenyon Barner carrying the ball kind of scares me. And elusiveness 78. So as of right now, Ryan Matthews is the starter. I'm still going to bring in people from free agency to try to see if we can get better at the halfback position, because I've used Ryan Matthews a little bit already in this game, and I'm not like completely comfortable with only him going into the season. Fullback, we don't have one. We'll have to sign one of those in free agency. Wide receiver, this is a big concern on this team. Jordan Matthews, Dorial Green-Beckham, who we just traded for, Nelson Aguilar, Josh Huff, Bryce Treggs, and then Zach Ertz. So we will probably bring in a couple extra receivers just to see if we can't get a little bit better at this position too. Green Beckham, 6'5", 237. He's going to be a monster. 86 catch, 87 catch in traffic, 90 spectacular catch on top of his 89 speed. I thought it was 90. But on top of his 89 speed, that is going to be a ridiculous target. Jordan Matthews should be pretty good too. 90 speed, 82 catch, 84 catch in traffic, 85 spec catch, 84 route running. So we could be pretty decent at receiver this season. I want to bring in some people to compete for this slot spot. Green Beckham is definitely going to be on the outside, and Matthews will definitely be on the outside. So the slot position is the only position that's pretty much open. These two will be competing as to who's going to be the number one receiver, but that doesn't really matter that much. And then tight end, we have Zach Ertz and Brent Selleck, followed by Trey Burton. Selleck is getting pretty old, but he's still pretty reliable. 85 catching, 75 route running, 79 catch in traffic, 74 spec catch. Ertz is going to be a big target for me this season. I'm expecting to throw to the tight end a lot, especially since I have Zach Ertz. 80 speed, 83 catch, 77 route running, 79 catch in traffic, 86 spectacular catch, 81 run blocking, and 58 pass blocking. So we're not going to be expecting him to pass block a whole lot, but definitely run blocking, he's really good. Then we move on to one of the parts that scares me about this team, left tackle. We have Jason Peters, who is in his 13th season at 85 overall, 96 strength, 85 pass blocking, 92 run blocking. He's still one of the better linemen in the league, but we definitely need to be looking to, I guess, get younger at that position, because I'm almost positive he's going to retire at the end of this season. Then left guard, definitely a concern. Alan Barbrett, starter, 73 overall, 83 strength, 78 run block, 75 pass block. Not trying to get Carson Wentz injured. And then at center, no, you're not the starter. Jason Kelce is the starter. So Kelsey's going to be the starter with 86 strength, 80 pass block, and 92 impact block, which that's how long he can actually hold the block. And, okay, there's his run block, 88, and then 80 pass block. Okay. So, yeah, Jason Kelsey's going to be the starter there. Right guard, Brandon Brooks, we just brought him in the offseason, 79 overall, 95 strength, 79 run block, 85 pass block. And then right tackle, our best lineman, Lane Johnson. I've been thinking at the end of this season, if Jason Peters retires, I'm going to move Lane Johnson to left tackle and try to get a new right tackle. But Lane Johnson, 86 strength, 84 pass block, 86 run block, 89 impact. He is definitely our best lineman. Now we move on to the defense, which is a pretty tough part of this team. Left end, Brandon Graham, 91 overall, 82 strength, 97 power move, 87 finesse move, 79 block shedding, 88 tackle, 88 hit power, 91 pursuit. Obviously no zone coverage whatsoever. And that's pretty much it for Brandon Graham. One of our better linemen. And then right end, we have Connor Barwin at 85 overall. He was actually playing linebacker last season, but in our new scheme, he plays right end. And that's in real life, not just in the game. So he has 87 play rec, 85 power move, 76 finesse move, 66 block shedding, 79 tackle. Okay, he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. But he should be decent at the right end position. And then the star of our defense, defensive tackle Fletcher Cox, 94 overall, 89 strength, 86 play rec, 97 power move, 76 finesse move, 90 block shedding, 94 tackle, 79 hit power, 86 pursuit, and then obviously no zone coverage whatsoever. And since we play a 4-3, Benny Logan will also get some playing time, 83 overall, and he's got 89 strength, 84 play rec, 74 power move, 49 finesse move. All right. 88 block shedding, though, so that makes up for that. 88 tackle, 78 hit power, 86 pursuit. So our D-line, I think, is going to be really good. Left outside linebacker, we have Nigel Bradham, 76 overall, 85 speed, 72 strength, 75 play rec, 82 tackle, 83 hit power. How good is he in coverage, actually? Zone coverage, 75. That's not bad. I'd like it to be a little bit better, but that's not bad. I think linebackers are definitely going to be a weak point of this defense. Not the weakest point, but definitely a weak point. Middle linebacker, you're not the starter. Jordan Hicks is going to be the starter. And I don't even care about overall on this. Hicks is younger. He's got, I think, quick development or superstar or something like that. Either way, 83 speed, and he's got 77 play rec. Obviously, Tulloch's play rec is a little bit higher, but I want that veteran backup just for the few situations we might play 3-4. So we have 77 play rec, 83 tackle, 73 hit power. Jesus Christ, Tulloch can hit. 72 power move, 85 pursuit, and 75 zone. See, Tulloch can't cover. Hicks can actually cover a bit. So that's one of the reasons that Hicks is the starter. Then right outside linebacker, we have Michael Kendricks at 84 overall. And as you can tell on any of these linebacking positions, if we have someone get hurt, we're going to be in serious trouble. Because even if Hicks goes down and Tulloch has to step in, I don't have a third middle linebacker. So it has to be one of these guys stepping in, and I'm not too comfortable with that. And then right outside linebacker, we have Kendricks into, I don't even know how to say his name. He's a rookie, but Kendricks is 84 overall, 88 speed, 82 play rec, 85 tackle, 90 hit power, 77 block shedding, 82 power move, 90 pursuit, and he's not very good in coverage. I was thinking he'd be a little bit better, but oh, all right, his injury rating's a bit higher than it probably should be. So now to the weakest point of this defense, cornerback. Nolan Carroll is our best corner at 76 overall, 89 speed, 76 play rec, 81 man, 77 zone. As you guys know, if you watch my Browns franchise, if you watch any of my football franchises or football series, you definitely know that I play a lot of man coverage. So these are going to need to be a lot better. Jalen Mills is actually looking decent in real life, but on here, not so much. Okay, 78 press, and then catching doesn't really matter. Tackling, that matters for a corner, but it doesn't have to be super high. They're mostly just tackling receivers and the occasional running back. So corner is definitely a position that I'm going to look at. We still have to go through free agency right now and pick out people that I want to add to the team. But then free safety, we have Rodney McLeod Jr., someone the Eagles just brought in free agency, 86 speed, 77 play rec, 71 man, 84 zone. Now my safeties play a ton of zone, so that's good for Rodney McLeod to have high zone. 73 press, 72 tackle, 81 hit power, 78 pursuit, 61 block shedding, 89 jumping. So yeah, McLeod's going to be pretty decent in this defense, I feel like. And then strong safety, we have Malcolm Jenkins at 93 overall, the second highest rated player on our team in general. I was going to say just on defense, but I think he's the second highest on our team. 86 speed, and he's got 88 play rec, 71 man, 91 zone, 83 press, 76 catching, 77 tackles, 76 hit power, 84 pursuit. So I think our defense is going to be decent. We definitely need to improve on corners. In a division with Deshaun Jackson, Odell Beckham, and Des Bryant, we're going to definitely need to improve on corners. Obviously, we don't have practice squad right now. We're still in the preseason. But let's go ahead and head over to free agents and see if there's anybody that I want to sign. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to bring in two quarterbacks to compete for the third string or practice squad job. Chase Daniel's guaranteed to be on the roster. Carson Wentz is guaranteed to be on the roster. But the first guy we're going to bring in is rookie quarterback out of Alabama, Jake Coker. And if we have to cut him, no cap penalty at all. So now we've just got to find someone else that we can bring in. I was looking at throw power and just kind of looking at accuracy. I don't want to bring in someone like Mike Vick because they're not even eligible to be on the practice squad. That's why I signed a rookie. And we have Alan Levy out of Indiana. 90 throw power, and he's got some decent accuracy. So we're also going to bring in Alan Levy, and him and Jake Coker will compete for that practice squad or third string quarterback job. And this position is a position that I'm actually looking for a potential starter in because, like I said, I'm not 100% comfortable with Ryan Matthews. So looking at Carlos Williams, he's got 90 speed, 85 carrying, 86 ball carrier vision. He looks to be pretty decent. I think the Bills actually cut him in real life for coming to camp overweight, and also they have LaShawn McCoy and Reggie Bush. But we are going to find a spot for him on this roster, at least for right now. He may end up getting cut, but I think that's the only one I wanted to bring in here, unless there's anyone that's super ridiculous on speed. There was one person I wanted to look at, if he's even here anymore. Okay, never mind. I thought that Kenyon Drake was still going to be here, but I guess not. So yeah, it looks like that's going to be the only guy we bring in. So Carlos Williams will be brought in. And looking at receiver now. Actually, no. I wanted to go to fullback because I already know who I want to sign at fullback. I'm going to bypass all of these guys. And he is actually not here anymore. Okay, never mind. Let's sort by A to see if I can find him. Because there was the fullback out of Oklahoma here before. I guess he's not going to be here anymore. Okay, so I guess we will look at some of these fullbacks, see if there's anyone that we want to bring in. 81 speed. That'd be pretty good on a fullback. Run blocking 70. Pass blocking 65. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bring in what's going to be his cap hit. 1.2 million for one season. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else that I would want to bring in? Not really seeing anyone. Okay. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and bring in Daryl Young right now. And he'll try to make a spot on the roster. I'll keep checking fullbacks because I don't even remember his name now, but he played at Oklahoma. It's not Flowers and it's not Ripkowski. I don't remember his name. I'll end up finding him at some point probably. Okay, now I'm just going to bring in a few receivers. The first one, it's probably going to be a guy that ends up on the practice squad. Marquez North. I don't even know how to say his name. 6'4" rookie out of Tennessee, 91 speed, 75 catching, 74 catching traffic, 73 spectacular catch. If he stays on the practice squad for a bit, he could very well end up being a decent receiver, and that's a nasty voice crack. So now just sorting by speed, I'm trying to find a decent slot receiver. Let's start by catching, and then we'll look at speed. Who is this? Ruben Randall. Never mind. Not going to bring you back. Okay, so as of right now, I'm not really seeing a whole lot of people that I might want to bring in. What about spectacular catch? Anyone super high on that? Vincent Brown, but he's not very fast. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring in Aaron Dobson just to see what he can do. Okay, so now looking at left guard, I'm going to bring in Mackenzie Bernadou. I think that's how you say his name. Oh, that's a decent cap hit. But we need a better left guard, so I guess I will just go ahead and suck it up and bring him on. And then some of you guys are obviously going to remember K'Wan Williams or Quan Williams. I never really figured out how to say his name, from the Browns franchise. But we need a corner. He's got 87 speed, 82 man, 77 zone, 77 play rec, 64 press. That's not great. And he's only 5'9", so he'll be a good slot corner, a good nickel, pretty much. But we're going to go ahead and bring him onto a 1-year, $3.48 million contract. We've almost filled up our entire cap space. And now I'm just really looking for someone to compete on that outside, because our outside corners are really, really bad. Man coverage, Kendall James, 6 foot, 84 man, 62 press, 90 speed. Can I afford to bring you on? I actually can. Okay, so we're going to bring in Kendall James, too. Okay, so you're getting one last look at our roster before the start of the preseason. And I don't know, I think we're going to look through and see if there's any corners I want to trade for, because I'm not at all comfortable with any of these corners. So I don't know what the odds are that we're actually going to get him, but Ronald Darby is the second best cornerback on the Bills. And I want to see if we can maybe trade for him and he can be our #1 corner, because we need at least one better corner going into this season. And they need a left end. Do we have a good left end that we could get rid of? Actually, yes, we have Vinny Curry. So, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and trade Vinny Curry. Will they take this trade straight up? I highly doubt it, but that would be awesome. They're almost interested in this. Okay. So, we need to add a little bit of extra value to this. They need... We don't really have any receivers to give up. We don't have any outside linebackers, guards, or middle linebackers to give up. So, what is something we have 2 of? Maybe one of these 4th round picks? I think one of those is the Titans' 4th round pick. Let's add this 7th. I highly doubt that's enough. But let's just add the 7th. No, it's not enough. Okay. Do we have an extra pick the next season we can give up? We have 3 4th-round picks, but we might need it to trade into the 2nd round next year. So I'm going to add this late 4th rounder. I think that's our 4th rounder, not the Titans or whoever's it is. And the trade actually went through. Okay, so Ronald Darby is going to be an Eagle. And we traded Vinny Curry and a 4th round pick to get him. I know some of you guys are probably going to think I overpaid for that trade, but I traded a backup left end for a starter in the secondary. So here's Ronald Darby. We're obviously going to change his number because you cannot wear number 20 on the Eagles, as that was Brian Dawkins' number in case you don't know. Sure, you can wear, we'll give you number 32. How about that? You like that? Deal with it. Save changes. Okay. So Darby will obviously make the roster. That is our outside corner. And then we have Nolan Carroll, K'Wan Williams in the slot, and then that guy that we just signed, Kendall James, I think, to compete for the extra spots. So I'm excited to play this preseason. Obviously, slider sets are finally out. I was waiting on to see if EA would give me those picks, but obviously not, so I had to go in and do it manually. Hopefully that doesn't bug anyone. I think someone actually said that the morning of recording this. I was thinking about doing it anyway, but someone commented that on one of the videos. But anyway, so we have a 1st round pick next year, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. We have a pick in every round. We actually have 2 in the 7th. Oh, it's Cleveland's 4th round pick. Okay. I was thinking Tennessee's. And then the next season we have a 1st, 3rd, 3 4ths, a 5th, 6th, and a 7th. Next season we may end up trading maybe 2 of those to jump into the 2nd. I don't know. We'll have to see what the prospects look like. I'm not worried about, a draft 2 seasons from now. Anyway, hopefully you guys are excited for this series. I'm hoping I can stay a little bit more engaged in this series. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, especially since it's my favorite team. But if you guys want to see my slider set, this is what I'm going to be using. I haven't actually imported them in here yet. So, import. There we go. Okay. So here will be my slider set. I will be tweaking them as the season goes on if Charter updates his at all. I actually need to mess with the penalties a little bit because he has custom sliders on penalties, so I'll mess with those just a bit. But anyway, hopefully you guys are excited for the start of this series. Okay, so throughout the preseason, I'll be making the cuts. I don't know if you guys will actually see them yet, but I'll decide that as we go. I may show you guys the cuts just so you guys can see who isn't going to make the roster. I may have to bring in a few people also in free agency just to, like, say this fullback isn't working out. I may end up cutting him and bringing in someone else. Or Carlos Williams is a decent fullback. Hold on. He's 80 overall. 90 speed. Can I see his blocking? Okay, well, anyway, we'll check that. So these 2 will be competing for the fullback spot. But anyway, the next video will be the entire preseason. It will actually be post-commentary. And then the regular season and potentially postseason games will be live commentary along with the offseason. Anyway, for the 5th time, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And I will talk to you guys next time.